Hello, Delta Countyans. Welcome to Newsroom DCI. Maybe that's what we'll call this thing. I don't know. I'm Lucas.
I'm Frank.
I'll talk about Delta first, I guess. Main Street project. That is coming up hot. That's gonna be a heavy topic for several months. Um, we are in the design phase of making this project permanent. Uh, there was a there was a community forum at the previous Chamber of Commerce building where Arts on Main is going to be going forward. Uh, Notably, Mayor Kevin Carlson said he was disappointed by the turnout. I guess there wasn't a whole lot of people there. I myself was actually not able to make it either. So, uh, probably just have to catch up with some folks in charge on that one. Um, I'll be in contact with City Manager Elise Ackerman Castleberry as that project goes on. Some people are continue to be angry about the project. It's kind of been the same group of angry people throughout. Just just kind of how it goes when you're changing up a street as much as they are. I guess in other Delta news, we got a street closure for Cinco de Mayo celebration has been approved. That will take place on May 2nd, a Friday. It will be from 6 p.m. to midnight just in the downtown area on Delta Main Street. I guess also another interesting thing that came out of the recent council meeting is Elise is trying to coordinate with the Montrose city manager, Bill Bell, to get a coordinated city council discussion going on where they discuss regional issues. Two of the things she brought up were um, homelessness and police department retention. So that might be happening in the near future. And this weekend, on a fun note, I'll be attending the Cub Scout Pack 485's Blue and Gold Banquet. And so I'll have some content to bring back from that. That's Delta. Frank, what's going on over in North Fork?
I had watched the work session from uh, the Paonia Board of Trustees, and there was a work session about Lauren. Uh, I can't think of her last name, but she's the owner of Berg Harvest uh, Mercantile,
Yeah.
and they are trying to build a farm museum there. So that's something
Ooh.
they're in preliminary stages of that, trying to figure that out. I have a Crawford meeting tonight. I am actually going to try to meet with Miss Ginger Redden, or at least schedule something with her to find out what's new going on with the plans for the year. And that's actually for our progress thing coming up. And and I'm planning to I'm going to be out in the North Fork today, so I will be trying to work on that. So, and I'm trying to get a picture of one of my Valentine Day couples that responded, and she's a teacher at North Fork. I'm not, no, it's Hotchkiss K8, so I'm going to go over there and see if she can get me a picture. But I have a real nice Valentine feature coming out for this coming week's paper, and I'm gonna let it be a surprise what couples I've got.
Okay.
You'll be pleasantly surprised. Uh, one of the couples is from uh, Surface Creek. One is from Olathe, and the other, of course, is from Hotchkiss. So good spread of couples, and one of the couples is a little bit younger, then middle age, and then a little bit older couple. But I'm looking forward to that coming out.
Yeah, you've had this on your radar for like over a month, haven't you?
Pretty close, yes.
Yeah. I never even
Yeah,
remember
I interviewed her
Valentine's Day.
ages ago. I've
I never even remember it.
got it all grown up. I just need a picture.
Yeah, awesome. I guess is this a council meeting week? It is, huh?
Oh yeah, tomorrow is the Paonia Board of Trustees meeting,
Surely
and
something will come
I'll
out of
be
that.
watching. Yeah, I'll probably watch that through Zoom.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate That's one of the few things we appreciate from the COVID days is that it kind of kicked this whole Zoom option to high gear, which has actually been kind of a pleasant alternative for us. Because I mean, even just before COVID, I mean, COVID brought on Zoom. None of these towns were meeting over Zoom before COVID. Like you just had to be there.
See, I wasn't aware of that because I came on in 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, a
So it
lot of
was
people I think
already
kind of
it was
assume
already
that
happening. The Zoom option was already there. But you had started. When did you start in '99? I mean 2019. I always do that. I anybody I talk to, they're like, it's not 99, it's or 90,
yeah,
it's 2018 or
I
2019.
started back in 99, the ripe old age of two. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was I started in 2019, yeah, August of 2019. And people kind of I've noticed assume that this Zoom option, this virtual option has been around for years, like maybe even up to a decade, but it wasn't like you had to be there in person or you just none of these towns did a virtual option before COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, COVID pushed them into it, and then they obviously were set up for it. And a lot
Yeah.
of, I'm going off on a tangent here, but a lot of the reason these towns are able to do this effectively and with quality is because of the American Rescue Plan Act, the ARPA funds.
Okay.
I think it was the ARPA funds. It could have been some other r relief funds too, but the first batch specifically went to help towns update their audio video equipment. And I mean, so they basically all had to set up to do it in the first place. And the ARPA funds actually kind of came in handy there. And all these towns were able to do these big upgrades. They all got new microphones and cameras, those owl cams. Yeah. So most of that was ARPA funds, I think.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anything else from out there, or is that North Fork in a nutshell?
I think that's North Fork in a nutshell, and I'll be while I go traveling to North Fork today after Surfers Creek. I'm going to be seeing if there's any new businesses, all that kind of good jazz. Because
Okay.
sometimes you just want to go there to find things out. So and just
Yeah.
observe because sometimes things come in secretly.
Uh, Sometimes Frank and I will just go and just visit the towns and just just like bump around for an hour or two and just kind of try to round up some fun side news. It's pretty effective. I'm going to be all over the county here in a bit trying to get us some more stock photos for stories. I'm going to be driving all over the place just taking photos of our towns and just kind of having a stockpile because some of the photos we've overused in our paper and I just want to get some fresher ones. So on Surface Creek, if you watched the last video, there was nothing about Cedar Edge in there, but um, Cedar Edge actually they had a work session on Thursday, and I had other commitments. And so I recorded it, and I have actually yet to watch it. I'm doing that this afternoon. But they did talk about Northridge Waterline cost recovery. It's an out-of-town water line, and they're talking about how to recuperate the costs of the project. And their options are kind of controversially. One of them is to just put the whole cost on Northridge, which would raise their water bill like it's like there's like 81 residents out there, and it would raise their water bill like 40 some dollars a month, as opposed to dispersing it across the whole town. It'd be like maybe $1.50 over 30 years. So they discussed that, but I don't know what conclusion they came to yet. They also discussed Applefest rates, reestablishing business licenses for in-town businesses, and they had their attorney, Bo Nerlin, gave them a parliamentary procedure review, which included a refresher course on sunshine laws, which is like open records laws, federal. And they also talked about the expectations of the Board of Trustees in general. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'll be catching up on that, and I will have more to say and see about Cedar Edge in the coming weeks. They will be meeting more. And I mean, their meetings have been pretty full. So I don't have anything more on Cedar Edge right now, but I certainly will in the coming weeks. And that's about all we got for you this week, I think. But I mean, keep an eye out that we'll have news. Anything breaking comes through, you'll get it right away. Uh, you can always find us, deltacountyindependent.com, Facebook, Instagram. Till next time, Delta County. Bye.